Welcome to AI for Accounting Live. For the next 12 minutes, you're going to watch a real AI agent run a real bookkeeping workflow on a real client engagement. No slides about how AI could work. You're going to watch how it works. Three numbers to hold on to. 90 minutes. That's the average bookkeeper's manual reconciliation time per client. 60 seconds. That's Agent 28 doing the same work. Three flags. Those are real issues the agent catches that sometimes humans miss. The next 12 minutes show you all three. The client is Maple and Oak Boutique, a small women's clothing retailer in Portland. Two employees, owner operated, mixed online and in-store sales through Shopify. Revenue is in the 30 to 50,000 a month. April was a tight cash month. They started with 24,500 and ended with about 4,400. The cash crunch is part of what makes reconciliation errors so expensive. When cash is tight, a missed duplicate charge or a miscategorized expense can hurt the client. Here's the bookkeeper's problem. 38 transactions in this statement. Three of them have problems hiding in plain sight. Finding all three manually takes the average bookkeeper between 60 and 90 minutes. That's per client. Multiply by 30 clients and you've spent most of your week just reconciling. Here's a sample of what landed on her desk Monday morning. Payroll runs, Shopify deposits, a wire to an overseas vendor, some Venmo activity. The two lines at the bottom, same vendor, same amount, same invoice number, two charges. That's one of three hidden problems. The other two are buried elsewhere in the statement. At first glance, it looks okay. Three problems. Duplicate vendor charge on April 25th. Meeker and Sons billed twice for the same invoice. He prepaid rent, a payment on April 20th that covers May rent, but if you book it as April rent, your books overstate expenses, and a $1,200 PayPal incoming without a source description. Could be a customer refund, an owner contribution, or something or someone else's money entirely. All three of these get missed sometimes. This is Agent 28, the bank reconciliation agent. Four things it does: categorizes every transaction against a chart of accounts, flags duplicates and anomalies, and generates the journal entries you may need. And here's the important part: it surfaces judgment calls back to a human instead of guessing. 3 steps total. Paste the CSV file. The agent parses any bank statement format automatically. Set 3 parameters: entity type, period, chart of account style. Hit run. 60 seconds later, you have a categorized data, flagged anomalies, journal entries, and a reconciliation summary. That's the entire workflow. Here's what the agent does once you hit run. Parses the CSV structure, matches every transaction against your chart of accounts, scans for duplicate signatures, same vendor, same account, narrow time window, detects anomalies and edge cases, generates the journal entries, builds the reconciliation summary, all of that in just 60 seconds. 60 seconds later, 4 deliverables: 35 transactions auto-categorized, 3 flagged for human review, the judgment calls, 12 journal entries generated, that's the adjusting entries you'd normally have to build manually, and 1 reconciliation summary showing the book's balance against the bank. The next 3 slides will walk you through all these flags. The moment where the agent no longer tries to be a bookkeeper, it just hands the decision back. First flag, the duplicate. Same vendor, Meeker and Sons. Same invoice number, 8901. Same amount, 2740. 2 charges within 60 minutes. Agent flagged this immediately for a vendor refund request. That's $2,700 of client cash that gets back into the account because the agent caught it. A tired bookkeeper or an overworked bookkeeper can sometimes miss these little errors. Second flag, prepaid rent. The payment to Maple landlord on April 20th covers the May rent. It says so in the description. If a junior bookkeeper just books this to the April rent expense, the income statement overstates April expenses and understates May. The agent auto-suggests the correcting entry, debit prepaid expense, credit cash, and noted that it would be reversed in May. This is the kind of adjusting entry most newer bookkeepers can miss. Third flag, the unclear PayPal. $1,200 incoming. No description, no reference to any vendor or customer in the chart of accounts. 3 plausible sources: customer refund, owner contribution, or a personal transfer that landed in the business account by mistake. Here's the important thing. The agent did not guess. It did not pick the most likely option and move on. It flagged it as required owner's clarification. That's the right behavior. An agent that guesses creates a clean looking book with hidden errors. An agent that flags create a work paper that bookkeepers can actually trust. The agent generated 12 journal entries from the statement. These are the adjusting entries you'd otherwise build manually: prepaid rent reclassification, the duplicate vendor receivable, owner draw reclassification, software expense aggregation. 12 entries all ready to drop into your software. The bookkeeper reviews and books them in 10 minutes instead of building them from scratch over an hour. Final output, the reconciliation summary. Books to bank, balance to balance, a variance of $0 reconciled. This is the work paper that goes to the reviewer. The bookkeeper proves the books are accurate. The reviewer signs off. The client gets clean financials from messy bank feed to audit ready output in 60 seconds. Here's the takeaway: 90 minutes of manual reconciliation becomes 60 seconds of agent work, plus the 15 minutes of bookkeeper judgment on the 3 flags. Close week stops being a fire drill and becomes a structured workflow. The bookkeeper isn't replaced, they're freed up to think instead of sort. The firm processes more clients without hiring. Margins improve. That's the big actual return on investment. This is the model. The agent runs the mechanical 80%, categorize, detect, match, generate, build. The human runs the judgment 20%. Every one of the 57 agents in our library works the same way: mechanical at scale, human at the decisions that matter. Here's what's launching today: 5 themed AI agent bundles plus a complete library option. Every agent is Every agent in every bundle is built on the same model you just watched: mechanical at scale, human at judgment. The first bundle is for bookkeepers, $249, and there's 13 agents covering the full close week workflow: bank reconciliation, the one you just watched, plus month-end close, adjusting entries, transaction categorization, cash flow, accounts payable and receivable aging, financial statements, and chart of accounts cleanup. End-to-end close in your hands. Bundle 2 is a tax bundle, $249 as well. 11 agents, 50 busy season prompts, Schedule C workflows, multi-state apportionments, tax planning scenarios, quarterly estimates, research and citations, 1099, and client tax letters. This bundle is for any practice with tax compliance volume. The third bundle is client onboarding, $249, 11 agents, from discovery call script, intake form, proposals, engagement letters, welcome packets, onboarding plan, document collection chase, from first call to first close, all structured. Bundle 4 is for accounting firms, $249 as well. 21 agents, the widest bundle: strategic planning, KPI scorecard building, 90-day implementation roadmaps, operating playbooks, team capacity planning, client profitability analyzer, pricing strategy, internal process documentation. This is the bundle if you know or don't know yet which workflow matters the most to you. You want a broad coverage across the whole firm. Bundle 5 is Audit Review and Quality Bundle, $249. 9 agents covering the attest engagement workflow, work paper quality control, sample selection, confirmation chase, lead schedule builder, materiality calculator, independence and conflict checks, plus a few supporting agents from the other bundles for any firm running compilations, reviews, or audits. And our final bundle, $799 for all 57 agents. Every workflow, every bundle saves you $446 from buying them all separately. This is what you want to do it end to end in your firm. I bet you're wondering where to find the bundles. aiaccounting.legacysbc.com/pro-bundles. 5 theme bundles at $249 or the complete library at $799. That's 57 agents live right now. If you bought a bundle, your welcome packet with the setup instructions will arrive to you before Monday. If you want to talk through what bundle you may need, then just send me a message. I'll be reading through them this weekend. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. The replay will stay on the Facebook group, same link anytime. Bundles are live at aiaccounting.legacysbc.com/pro-bundles. See you all inside.